He was trying to save the guy. Oh.
So what's the deal with Liza P? How's the story go again?
So Liza P is a story about a puppet who is created by Geppetto that is
Hmm.
brought to life by... She kind of calls herself the Blue Fairy. She uses these blue butterflies that you'll see flying around to...
Yeah, the Blue Morphos. Yeah,
that's one way
the
to refer to
Blue
them.
Morpho. But
Or
yeah,
whatever god is in Persona that uses them.
uh, oh god, fuck, what is his name?
It's not like Mephisto, I know that much. But that's the first one that comes to mind.
It starts with a P. Hold on.
But so she uses that to bring you to life and asks you for help. So you make your way to Hotel Krat, where you meet all of your friends, and they ask you to go save Geppetto, who is your father, the person that made you.
Hmm.
Blah 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 blah. Geppetto, who is not as bad of a person, but also a totally shitty father to you.
Yeah.
You save him, and you find out that the alchemists are terrible fucking people, even though everybody kind of reveres them, but is like they're a weird secret society. And they do a bunch of human experimentation and puppet experimentation using ergo because they're trying to they're basically trying to come into contact and or become God. The leader of them is Simon.
Right.
And I think he's also in love with the blue fairy lady. I can't think of her name. Sophia. Sophia is her name. But she never returned that love, obviously, because he's a fucking psycho. So you go, you kill him, and then Geppetto is like, hey, you are made to bring my son back to life. Because as you go through the
Gotcha.
game, certain story points turn you into a human from a puppet due to ergo being funny like that. And like your own
Hmm.
consciousness kind of causing that. So that leads into the endings, which I won't spoil what all three of them are, but I do know because I looked up how to get them because there's a weapon that's tied to basically getting the best ending, which I sadly can't get because I didn't make the right choices because I played through blindly, which is fine. It's best to play through blindly on your first time.
Yeah.
It's an interesting weapon, but I don't think it's that good of a weapon in my opinion, at least not for me. But anyways, Sophia turns out to be like basically melted in a chair, and she's like, please put me out of my misery. So you do, because she just had a power with ergo that was so powerful that it literally was destroying her body. But the alchemists were keeping her alive to use as like a human battery. And she also has powers over time. So every time you die and you see that little like gears, that is time reversing to bring you back to life at an earlier point.
I figured. The lie or die, as instead of saying game over or anything like that, it kind of implied that. So that makes sense.
And basically it's all about becoming human. Like finding that puppets are just as human as humans, especially since they
Detroit
can gain
mentioned.
their own sentience. That it's morally incorrect to only see them as puppets and treat them as inhuman.
I
It's
got you. Okay.
it's just very funny to me that the person that finally proves that to you, or I feel like gives the most justification for it, is the serial killer puppet who gains
That is
sentience.
pretty fucking ironic.
Yeah. He's like one of the first robots to gain sentience. And basically does his own thing and starts a sort of uprising.
That makes sense.
Yes. It also turns out that Geppetto is the one that caused all the puppets to go haywire. I'm not entirely sure why, but I believe it was to try and stop the alchemist's plan. Because
I'm assuming the alchemists are akin to the people who run like the Boy Island that make the donkeys and shit. Are they like the
yeah,
like,
you could compare
okay.
them to that.
Because is it led by a fox?
No, but they do have a fox and a black cat that assist them. Those are two people that are, I can't remember what they're called, but they're humans that wear animal masks and hunt puppets.
Okay, then that would be the Boy Island then. Okay. I understand now.
They've hired them as mercenaries, but they're only in it to try to get gold coin fruit because it helps to heal her younger brother, the black cat.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they just get the fucking gum fruit that provides the gold coin?
The trees are very rare, and there has not been a way found that actively creates one. Except for the alchemists may have, but they only succeeded like once.
I feel like that's an entirely fucking big-ass lie made by the Alchemist Guild.
No, because the trees are actually super rare. There's only like there's only one that we know of as we play through the game, and it's in Hotel Krat. But we know that the alchemists were trying to recreate it because they definitely have access to some fruit. But yeah, so this clearly states that not only did this puppet that everybody calls a murderer gain sentience, it didn't despise the miner like everyone thought. It was actively, it saw him as a friend and was actively trying to save him. Because there was a cave-in, and it's been trying to dig its way out to free him. Tiny words.
That's so fucked up.
I know. Tiny words are written on dirt smudged scraps of paper, but nobody ever found them. They dug for days and they never found them. But this is the guy's diary. I'm trapped. My legs are unresponsive. I have water and biscuits. Luckily, only a puppet fell with me. That extends my food supply. Those damned alchemists, they tricked me into falling down here. If I escape, I'll report them all. What was the deal with that strange door in the ruins? And why did that stupid puppet fall behind me? I ordered Rockhead to dig our way out. The constant pounding of the pickaxe is driving me insane. Why did this have to happen the very day I bought my wife a gift? What awful luck. The dress got a bit torn, but still looks good. I refuse to die after spending so much money. Somebody save me. I don't want to die. Why is no one? Don't let me die down here. Rockhead brought water. I feel better. I've accepted this hole will be my grave. I'm going to die here. To be honest, I was dead as soon as we fell. Without Rockhead, I'd be dead already. I lived a rotten life, but I'm glad for this chance to reflect in my final hours. And yet, I truly wanted to see you again, my love. If we manage to escape, I'll give my loyal companion a name other than Rockhead. Rockbuster, Steel Pickaxe, and Superminer all sound good. We'll get out somehow, and the three of us will live as a family. Damn. You finally got out, buddy. I'm sad it was a little too late.